You got your sausage in my bublik. This is going to be a guide on how to survive a Ukrainian train ride using Soviet style. So here behind me, there is this beautiful bounty of Soviet-style foods. We're currently going through the train station. We were outside it, so we're just starting the beginning of our long-haul journey. So anyone who is aware of history at all knows that the Soviet Union was absolutely massive. So it was an incredibly huge nation, and they didn't really rely on air travel. Trains were the #1 way that people got around. So they would get on these long-haul Soviet trains, and there's different seating classes and things like this. This is a coupe. So this is a 4-seat bed. So there's 4 beds, sort of like 2 bunk beds with this little table in the middle, and then a window. So we're getting underway. We have the feast behind us. We are adequately hungover, so this meal might save our lives, because this is going to be a super long train ride. So we're going from Lviv back to Kiev, so that's about an 8-hour train ride. There are faster ones that are sort of intercity, that use newer trains, but this is sort of an older style. But this is the Ukrzaliznytsia, the Ukrainian Railways flagship train. So this is their most modern, smoothest riding, and highest class train. So we'll give you a look around a little bit later, maybe film something with my cell phone. But this is sort of the setup that you would have in a sort of ideal situation in the Soviet time. Obviously, none of the Soviet products are available, so we had to get facsimiles, but this is sort of what you would be looking at if you're taking a super long train ride. So also, for those who don't know, if you want to book a train ticket, there used to be sort of these long lines at the counters and you had to go to the train station physically. Obviously, the internet's changed that, and the Ukrainian railway system is surprisingly advanced. So you can book tickets online through your phone. You can return them as well. It's really, really convenient. There's an application that you can download and just immediately buy a ticket. So it's super convenient, super easy, and they're really affordable. Even sort of like the higher class ones like this are not very expensive. So basically in the Soviet period, there were 2 classes of cars, Platskart and coupe. So Platskart is basically a human zoo. It's just a giant open area where everyone sort of mingles. It's like this, but all the walls are removed, so you have stacks of beds on top of each other. So in the same area that these 4 compartments exist, there would be 6. So you would have these 2 here, and then 2 against this wall here, where it's just sort of a corridor. And I've taken a 13-hour train in one of those, and it's brutal. Because you're at the whims of everyone else. If someone stinks, everything stinks. If someone farts, everyone smells it.
It's like Indian style. В Індії є плацкарти.
Я просто не влажу в плацкарти. Мої ноги завжди просто до стіни достають, і всім людям потрібно.
So they're really uncomfortable. They're really like a social thing. So that's why some people would bring this food and sort of share it. So you would see people sort of like passing things around and drinking, especially if it's near a holiday. So New Year's is the biggest holiday in the former Soviet sphere. And so everyone would sort of drink on the train and share stuff. So you would hear people having these little mini train parties. Yeah, so that's sort of what we're doing now. And the guys were a little bit afraid that the people who work on the train thought that we were going to be alcoholics because we're filming all of this stuff. But it does look like we're here to seriously party when really just making a guide for you guys. Most of the old Soviet trains, I've ridden on them, and they are awful. They smell bad. They're always hot. In the freezing cold winter, it's super hot. In the middle of summer, it's super hot. It's just hot all of the time. So it's almost unavoidable that you're going to be hot on the trains. So if you want to come on the train, you want to bring like a change of clothes, like a change of train clothes, maybe like pajamas or gym shorts or something, because these train rides are super long and you want to be comfortable. But it is beneficial over an airplane because you're not sort of bound to a chair. You can get up and move around. The toilets here are actually really nice on this train. The older Soviet-style trains have horrible toilets. It's awful. It might as well just be a hole in the floor. The Ukrainian Railways has really modernized a lot and has become incredibly, incredibly convenient. And it's no joke to say that if Ukrzaliznytsia, the Ukrainian Railways, didn't exist, Ukraine wouldn't exist today. They move a lot of materials to and from the front. They have medical trains and things like that where they stabilize soldiers and take them to hospitals and things. And it's connected all the cities, allows things to move really quickly and conveniently. So it's not an overstatement to say that without Ukrainian Railways, Ukraine wouldn't be independent today. So we owe a lot to the people that make these trains run. They're almost always on time. The people that work here work super hard. They're usually very friendly. Sometimes you get the old angry granny, but that happens everywhere. So big thanks to the Ukrainian Railways teams that keep this country running, and the amazing work that they do under really incredible stress and threat. This isn't super common now. It happened more when I was first came here, and then I guess obviously in the Soviet Union. It happened a lot in Georgia too. The train would stop, like it is now, at a station, and someone would walk near the train, and they'll piroshki, chebureshki, like whatever, they're selling like some foods. So Vlad said that people will go out, like eat really quickly and then try and get back on the train, and then Anton said some people get left behind.
В магазині купували пиво, наприклад, і затрималися, потяг поїхав, і вони з пивом залишались на пероні.
Да.
So here, this is the symbol of the Ukrainian Railways, so Ukr Zaleznichi, Ukrainian Railways, and this is the comfort. What is this? Podorozhye. Comfortable travels. So in this bag, you basically have all of your sleeping kit, because these are beds here. You'll basically just lay a mattress on top of it. So there's these gray mattresses here. I'll show that a little bit later. And you'll just take these blankets. There's a towel so you can wash your face and hands, and then you'll just make a bed, basically. So you have a bed, because these train rides can be really long. 8 hours is really short relative. Because if you go from like Kharkiv to Ivano-Frankivsk or something, then that's like crazy long. I think they even have like Odessa, Kramatorsk,
Yes.
goes through like the whole country.
Львів, Краматорськ.
Чи Львів, Дніпропетровськ, він їде там щось 20 годин, чи 22.
Oh god, 22 hours on a train. And in the Soviet period, they could be even longer, like
2 тижні.
2 weeks.
В одну сторону. 2 weeks to one side.
So you're basically living on the train. So you have your own little bed, basically, and that's why it's so important to bring this type of food with you. Now it's more comfortable, it's more convenient. The trains are much faster, and the routes are shorter. So it's not really the same as the Soviet style, but it's sort of a simulation. So the old Soviet train cars had literal restaurants. There was a restaurant car. The inner city ones have one similar, but it's closer to like food that you would get at a gas station now. But they said that was like a legitimate restaurant on a train car. So they would have a bar so that you could drink. They had like food, and Anton said that the food quality was some of the highest. So the people that worked on the train would, obviously steal it and then sell it to their friends and family and things. The headless man from the earlier shots is Anton, and obviously Vlad. Our crew is back. We are returning to Kyiv from Lviv after a gentlemanly weekend. And then here you'll see our beautiful set. We've intentionally not eaten today, so we're all super hungry, and I can hear their stomachs rumbling just looking at this food. So this is sort of what you would have had on a Soviet train ride, best case scenario.
Їжу, яку брали з собою люди в потязі, залежало від регіону, від країни, від регіону, від республіки, і ще залежало від соціального статусу людини. Тому що очевидно, що люди з села могли собі дозволити менше, ніж люди з міста. І люди в місті могли собі дозволити по-різному. Якщо ти звичайний роботяга з заводу, то у тебе був невеликий вибір. А якщо ти там уже працюєш там таксистом, чи ти в магазині якомусь працюєш, то у тебе більше зв'язків, у тебе більше можливості дістати щось дефіцитне. Тому що, наприклад, там і у нас і на столі є ковбаса сирокопчена, це був дефіцитний товар. І люди, маючи гроші, не могли його ніде купити. Тобто не було його в магазинах. В Союзі гроші були не так важливі, були важливі зв'язки. Через зв'язки ти діставали всі дефіцитні товари. Отак от.
Найбагатші їли в вагонах і ресторанах, а далі вже люди, хто як міг собі дозволити, брали з собою їжу. Могли брати з собою курку, в основному варену, А далі це була ковбаса, консерви зазвичай не дуже сильно брали, тому що занадто жирні і не було ще целофанових пакетів навіть, все пакувалося в бумагу в основному. І ковбасу, якщо вдавалося достати, її брали максимально сухою, додатково підсушували ще вдома для того, щоб вона була максимально висушеною і наскільки це можливо довго не псувалася. Яйця, обов'язково варені яйця, ковбаса, хліб, сало, ну і щось випити. Тут уже хто що міг собі дозволити.
But here we have some Ukrainian dark bread. It's not as dark as, let's say, Baltic bread, but that's Ukrainian bread. We've got this sir plavlenie. So this is like from my MRE review, but this is actual edible version of it, I hope. Sunflower seeds, if you want to travel gopnik style, you have to have sunflower seeds. Then these little bulichki. Bublik, like the dog. It's a very common name for a dog. It's like Spot or something. This is bubliki, and you would typically have this with tea. So these have sunflower seeds within them, and it's basically just a cracker. Here they've got these sunflower seed candy bars for a little bit of sweetness, some hard cheese slices, and we've got some sausages. This would have been if you're super rich, but then we have like kovbaska, so like a salami type sausage. Pickles, obviously it would have been a homemade jar of pickles, but we weren't at home, so we had to buy one from the store. You have this ikra, so this caviar, that I also had in my MRE video, but this is actually the good stuff. Cheap vodka, which I hope we don't get into because we had enough last night. And then shproti, pashtet, kilka, so these little fish. So this is basically a real, oh God, and the most important thing. Hard-boiled eggs, for whatever reason, is like the most universal train food ever. Hard-boiled eggs. So you would take hard-boiled eggs, and then if it was near the holidays, you would have mandarins, so mandarinchik. So that is the buffet setup for the optimal train ride. Also, sort of a sweet drink. Could be water as well, but depends on the region or what country you're in. This is Georgian. In Georgia, they call this limonade. It doesn't matter what flavor it is. Everything's limonade. So this is sort of the train buffet Soviet style. As accurate as we can make it today and still feed 3 hungry dudes on a train. And the beautiful Ukrainian countryside. So you will see, if you take a train ride through Ukraine, it looks like this everywhere. Fields and trees, and fields and trees, and fields and trees. It's a very flat country. There's just some mountain ranges in the west, and then the river valley through the center of the country. But most of the country looks exactly like this. And it's beautiful fall, so the leaves are turning. While it may have been standard practice for people to drink vodka on Soviet trains, it's far less common to drink on them today. With our hangovers and the constant vibration on the train, we decided to skip this part and go straight to the delicious Soviet menu instead. So we're going to start our buffet, and I guess we're going to start it with a boiled egg. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. It's a boiled egg. I think you know what this tastes like. But this is actually the first time I've ever had a hard-boiled egg on a train. But I've seen them on every single train ride that I've been on that's, longer than 5 or 6 hours. So this is something that people still do today. If you're coming from your mom or grandma's house, they're going to give you a little packet of hard-boiled eggs. So hard-boiled eggs on a train, truly post-Soviet cuisine. Oh God.
Sorry.
You have these little bubliki, little hard cracker. These are typically with tea, but we don't have tea yet. The king of all Slavic food, the pickle. Vedis makes super good pickles. These sausages. Woo! I feel inadequate when I eat these.
Yeah,
Недостаточно.
А,
So this is the type of sausage that was really popular in the Soviet Union. You can see that it's got these massive big blocks of fat in it. Handy dandy train pocket knife. Yep. And that's exactly the sort of fat content that you're going to be looking at in these sausages. Це є шкіра, або можна поїсти це? Вот. So after you're done circumcising your train sausage, you'll see that it's got huge amounts of fat in it. Now we're legally married. I haven't had one of these in a very long time because it's just such a super high fat content, like big pieces of fat. But today it just hits the spot. So you have this Ukrainian style bread. It's not the best, but gets the job done. I'm going to make a train sandwich. So this is something that I guess I have to complain about in terms of Ukraine. They don't really do sandwiches, which is sort of shameful because sandwiches are amazing. So as well as I can do on a bumpy train, here's my train sandwich. Tastes like this was something that you would make in a prison, but on a train, it's pretty good. Mayonnaise in Eastern Europe is sold in bags. That was something that was really weird for me. Now when I see it in a glass jar, it feels strange. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's like sugar water. It's like food for a hummingbird. So this is that caviar from zucchini. Boop. So put it on crackers or bread or whatever. They also used to sell them, I think they still do, like the full loaf uncut of this bread. And it's a monster. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. This ikra is super, super good. Super good. I could just eat it with a spoon. So they have this, it's like plavleny sir. Yeah, melted cheese that's not really melted. This is firmer than I like it.
Це в Радянському Союзі. Я не знаю, чи десь ще був плавлений сир, ну, крім Радянського Союзу. І це от typical Soviet style плавлений сир.
Oh, this is super good. This is really good. I don't like the texture, but the flavor is really awesome. I'm going to try one of these little bublik. It's not bad. I actually might like that more than with the bread. What is this called?
Казинаки.
Kazanaki. This is a funny word. So there's kazanaki. There are sunflower seeds that are held together with honey. So you have... oops, that was a perfect shot. Incredible. Will never happen again. So you basically have a Soviet candy bar.
Українці все їдять з кетчупом, навіть плавлений сироп.
He's telling some Odessa bullshit. We might save the fish, but this is shproti. This was in several of my videos. It's a classic snack. It's from Latvia. It's absolutely everywhere, and it's one of my favorites. And I don't really even like fish, but this is shproti. And then another from this is also Latvia, right? Yeah. This is also a Latvian fish, kilka. But kilka is also in Ukraine as well, and this is in a tomato sauce. This is much cheaper, sort of in the Soviet period. This was cheaper than the shproti. The shproti were higher end. Kilka and bichki are more for like the working man. And we also have pashtet, another classic. I think we can open this because it has a lid. Oh, it smells like pashtet. Duh. This cheese smells like cheese. Can you believe it, guys? Amazing. That's why you watch these videos, for my in-depth analysis. So it's a spread, usually of sort of like organ meats and stuff like that. But паштет, this is одесский паштет. Good stuff.
Яловичина, свиняча і куряча.
It's every animal in Ukraine in a can, ground into a paste. Yum, yum. So since we had a long night last night, I'm going to do another Slavic classic to help my head and have a shot of rasol, so brine. And you take pickle brine. The salt and the sort of dill flavor, it helps sort of mellow a hangover a bit. And then the little mandarinchiki, you know, it's just a little orange, little mandarin. These are really popular around Christmas time and New Year's. So you'll typically see those around that time, always on the trains. But these are kind of out of season, so I don't know how good these are going to be. But you can imagine what an orange tastes like, or a mandarin.
Гречка. Солодка гречка.
What the fuck?
So these assholes were trying to plan how to sneak grechka onto the train ride somehow. Not a train food, but they were, let's tell Matt that's train food. Everyone did it all the time, trust me. The internet's lying to you. For Ukrainians or Slavs in general, not liking buckwheat is insane to them. The fact that I don't love buckwheat is like they don't get it at all. And I told them it was sort of like how I don't understand that they don't like peanut butter. I adore peanut butter, and for them it's just like weird. They don't hate it maybe, but they don't understand it. It's the exact same with me and buckwheat.
Гречка набагато смачніша, ніж арахісова паста.
Yeah. Please comment if you like peanut butter or buckwheat more, and then the country you're from.
До речі, а ти ж не вставляєш відео, да? Оце підпишіться, поставте лайк.
Smash that like button, subscribe for more train content. Check out my Patreon. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a birthday card.
І Viber.
Viber, yeah. So I think that my favorite thing has been the little sandwich that I made. This odd, high-fat sausage really kind of hit the spot today, along with that cheese. So despite the unnerving high-fat content and the odd appearance, this sausage was probably one of my favorites in that sandwich. And I really liked these little bubliki. Usually I don't because they're crazy dry. It like pulls all the moisture out of your mouth, but these were okay. And actually that cheese was really good too. Like, unexpectedly good. It's like a block of milk fat.
Taste of my childhood.
I really like this Vetis brand. Like, they make a bunch of other stuff too, but the pickles are really good. Eastern Europe in general does amazing pickles. What was your favorite thing from today?
Так. Плавлений сирок. Ікра. І паштет. В принципі, все.
Ікра і огірки, ну.
Topчик.
Ага.
Все люблю.
Again, anything's really delicious when you're super hungry, and if you're on a train for hours and hours and hours, anything that you eat is going to be good. I don't get the eggs though. I don't really understand why it was like a universal thing to have boiled eggs on a train.
Ну вони довго не псуються.
Так. І
Вони калорійні.
ситні, дуже ситні, калорійні, тому ти їх не наїдаєшся. Ти береш мало, а наїдаєшся сильно.
Їх легко транспортувати. Вони не жирні, не тічуть, не воняють.
І вони були доступні. Усі могли собі купити яйця.
After a succulent Soviet meal, the guys settled in for a nap. But I wanted to give you a few quick tips on travel and what the rest of the train car looks like, so you know what to expect and how to optimize your Ukrainian Railways experience in comfort. Let's go take a look. It's really cool here that there's an indicator of the toilet. So WC, water closet, left and right, because there's two in the wagon. So the green light means that they're free. So if you go in there and you lock the door, it turns these red. So you'll know if the toilet is free or not before you even leave your room. Then here you can call the steward, I guess, that's whoever it is. And then you can turn the volume up and down on these announcements that are made, and then you can control the light. Because now we have light. So there's all these different regimes of light. And then that same control is also here. So from the top or the bottom, you're able to take control of sort of the comfort of the wagon. The toilet is right next to the main entrance, located at both ends of the train car. While the old Soviet train bathrooms could be shockingly grim, the newer train models have excellent restrooms that are clean, modern, and well designed, allowing you to answer nature's call or just freshen up in comfort. A massive improvement on what was once a real low point on Ukrainian train travel. To find your seat, just find your train car number, which will be displayed on the outside of the train. Once inside, walk along the corridor until you find your assigned berth displayed on the numbered panels outside of the doors, and then settle in for the ride. So after a nap and several hours later, we're still on the train. Can you believe that? And it's somehow darker, but now we're continuing with another very deep tradition in Eastern Europe, and that is tea time. So we now have that knockoff version of the very sort of standard teacup that you get on a train. It sort of keeps the heat, it prevents it from spilling, and it looks really neat. Not this one though. So this is another tradition, and these little bubliki, sushki, they're very common to have with tea as well. So we did manage to sneak tea into this trip at least once.
Look at this sugar. It's like mini vegan. Як буде вагон буде?
Що?
Вагон буде як?
Вагон?
Да, англійською.
Fire?
No, вагон.
Train car. It's a fire. Look, tea time on the train. It's a must. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So with the combination of our advice, a Soviet menu, and the incredible convenience of Ukrainian Railways, the whole of Ukraine opens before you, ready for you to explore all the wonderful places, people, and food there within. So if you're ready to start your Ukrainian adventure, all you need is a train ticket, a bit of bravery, and a few boiled eggs. Alright guys, so thank you very much for joining us on our train ride. We hope that you have a better understanding of how to use modern Ukrainian trains, and then combine that with some of the Soviet decision-making around food, which is a little ironic. So we took some Soviet style and applied it to a modern situation in Ukraine. So that was the video. We hope that you guys feel better prepared to take a Ukrainian train ride and feed yourself. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and until next time. Bye. The older, less maintained sort of Soviet rails can be very bumpy. So prepare to have your balls rattled.